Let's turn our Bibles to the book of Joshua. Joshua chapter 17, from verse 14 to 17. Then the children of Joseph spake to Joshua, saying, why have you given us only one lot and one share to inherit, since we have a great people, inasmuch as the Lord has blessed us until now? So Joshua answered them, if you are a great people, then go up to the forest country and clear a place for yourself. There is in the land of the Perizzites and the giants, since the mountain of Ephraim is too confined for you. But the children of Joseph said, the mountain country is not enough for us, and all the Canaanites who dwell in the land of the valley have chariots of iron. But those who are of Beth Shan and its town are those who are in the valley, who are of the valley of Jezreel. And Joshua said, Joshua spoke to the house of Jacob, to Ephraim and Manasseh, saying, you are a great people, and you have great power. You shall have only what? You shall not have only one lot. Amen. Hosea chapter 7 from verse 8. Ephraim mixes himself with the Gentile nations. Ephraim mixes himself with the Gentile nations, seeking favor with one country and then another. Ephraim is like a cake not turned, worthless, ready to be drawn away. Strangers have devoured his strength, yet he does not know it. Gray hairs are sprinkled on him, yet he does not know. Though the pride of Israel testify against him, yet they do not return in repentance to the Lord, nor seek, nor search for, nor desire him as essential. In spite of all this, Ephraim also is like a silly dove without heart or good sense. They call to Egypt for help and to Assyrians. Also, these scriptures are so powerful. So powerful. Tonight I'm talking on hustle. The word hustle is a verb. It's a verb. And I want to believe that all of us know what a verb is. Huh? Okay. It's a verb that comes from a Dutch word, hustling, meaning to shake or to toss. To shake or to toss. That's what it means. Hustle means to hurriedly push it along. A wise man once said, and I quote, he said, those at the mountaintop didn't fall there. And I want to say tonight that most of them were not born there. Majority of them climbed to that mountain. Those you see at the top of the mountain, whether it's the mountain of entertainment, whether it is the mountain of business, whether it is the mountain of politics, whatever mountain. I'm sure some of you have known about the mountains. You've read about the mountains. If you have not read about the mountains, please go get the book and read. The 7 mountains. I think we are having more than 7 mountains now. There are many mountains now springing up. That's why the Lord said in Isaiah chapter 2 that it shall come to pass in the last day that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established above all the other mountains. Because even the Lord's house is a mountain. So everyone you see at the top today didn't just get there because God put him there. Are you here with me, sir? Majority of the people, the folks in the church today are like the children of Joseph. Who knows that they are many and they understand that they are great, but they lack initiative, they lack the willpower to take advantage of opportunities that are lying bare before them and around them. We are like them. We know the promises of God concerning us in Christ Jesus. We are aware of all that Christ has done and accomplished for us. We know, we can quote, we can tell what Christ has made available for us in him and who he is to us. But the truth of the matter is this: knowing that you are the head, knowing that you are the head is not enough. Because knowing that you are the head and not the tail and not using your head will give you headache. We are the children of Jacob, of Joseph. Don't you understand? Our father was once the preserver of Israel. These are the only people that we are giving double portion. Ephraim, Ephraim and Manasseh was brought in together at the same time as the descendant. They are numbered among the 12 tribes of Israel, which is not supposed to be so. But because their father transferred the firstborn inheritance from Reuben to Joseph, they have the double portion. And then they have the mountain of Ephraim. And then suddenly they felt it was not enough, because God sometimes stir up your nest and make you uncomfortable with the level you are. I don't know if I'm talking to some people here this evening. Yes, let me say this to you, sir. If you ever think that the day is going to come as a child of God where God allows complacency, you are joking. Because the more you climb, the more God stirs up. The more you climb, the more God stirs up. The Bible says in Philippians chapter 2, he said, God is at work in you, both to will and to do of his good pleasure. The word to will there means to create a desire that this place I am is not enough. And sometimes he doesn't just create a desire, he creates trouble. He creates trouble to make you expand. He creates trouble to make you leave your comfort zone. And the Bible said that they said, go back, please go back to that Joshua chapter 17. There is something that broke my heart there. Go back to verse 16. Verse 16. He said, but the children of Israel said, the mountain of the country is not enough for us. He said, and all the Canaanites, listen, all the Canaanites who dwell in the land of the valley have chariots of iron. They have cars. Chariots of iron there means slits of cars. These guys are so prosperous that there is no one of them without a car. Otherwise, the Bible won't put all. Because in those days, chariots of iron are cars. You remember? The Bible said, Elijah said to Ahab, enter your chariot now and take off. That was the car of the kings. These guys that we are settling around them all have cars. In other words, the land where they dwell was a productive land. And yes, these guys are busy crying. We are great people. We are great people. We know what God said about us. I am the head and not the tail. And then they are doing nothing. Listen, sir. Life will be a headache to anyone who doesn't use his head. Baba Oyedepo told us many years ago, he said, God gave you head so that you can think. Be talented and don't know how to use your head, you will be babanla frustration. You will be frustration on two legs. Are you following what I'm saying this evening? Please pay attention to me. Let your hustle be louder than your mouth. Stop talking without doing anything. If I say some of you now, what are your plans? You have it at the tip of your finger. Do. That's where the doing the do is where the trouble is. Speaking big things and doing nothing. It is good to know and to believe in the promises of God, but note, sir, listen to me, sir. You know that the promises of God, that you can quote the promises of God, does not guarantee that you're going to enjoy the promises of God. You only possess the promises of God by acting. You only possess the promise of God. Let me use our team. By hustling. That's where you possess the promise of God. That, you see, the promises of God are to show you your potentials and to tell you of your advantage ahead of time. But listen to me, sir. If you do nothing, you will never. Mayor Angelo said something that I will never forget. He said, nothing works. He said, nothing will work until you do. Nothing will work until you do. You can quote faith forever and nothing will still happen. Yes, quoting. Yeah, I've taught you so much about speaking faith, speaking the words of faith, speaking the word. But listen, sir, you can speak the word of faith from now till tomorrow and nothing will happen. Especially when you are doing nothing. Especially when you are not taking any strategic step. Talking alone will lead you to frustration. Because you will talk and talk and talk and talk and nothing is happening, and then you will get frustrated. Your ability to hustle is that you are able to get out of your own way. Because many of us are our own stumbling block. Listen to me, sir. When you are able to get out of your own way, you have become a spiritual man. I have often told you this. Listen, you alone without the help of Satan is powerful enough to stop yourself. You alone without the help of any Satan, any demon, any foundation, father's foundation from your father's house or your mother's house, you alone is powerful enough to stop yourself. I want you to notice the way Joshua, the man of God, spoke to these guys. Did you notice he didn't pray for them? Talk to me now. Do you notice he didn't see any vision for them? Talk to me now. Do you also notice that he didn't even consult God to reply them? Talk to me now. No sentiments of the fact that they were the children of Joseph. No sentiments. I want you to get there because that's how God trained his children. That's how God trained his children. Many of us have blackmailed God several times and you see that it doesn't work. How many of us have ever blackmailed God? Be very sincere. God, if you don't do this to me, I won't. Have you said it before? Yes, that's blackmail, emotional blackmail. Have you discovered it doesn't work with God? Because it doesn't work in this kingdom. Listen to me, sir. You must know the kingdom you belong to. And how things work. The modus operandi of the kingdom that you belong to. Things don't work the way you think in the kingdom. That's how many believers behave. You pray so much, but you are not ready to use your brain. So you see opportunities that you see, give us the land, give us the land. You are not supposed to give us one portion. Really? Really? But the, the ones God had given you power to chase out are riding cars. You now see why King Solomon said in Ecclesiastes, he said there's an evil under the sun. Listen to me, sir. We can't be reading so much in the Bible and allow this evil to continue. Didn't pray for them. He charged them. He said, I like this. Since you know that you are great people, act like great people. Go take the mountain. The Bible eventually in Hosea. Hosea and Joshua live in two different generations. The Bible eventually revealed the problem of Ephraim. He said the problem of Ephraim is that he's complacent. Anywhere he sits there. He's like the cake not turned. You know, my mother used to fry akara. There are some beans you fry. You know, there are some stuff. When you put them inside the hot oil, it turns by its own. You don't need to turn it before it turns. He said Ephraim is like a bean cake that is not turned. So it just settled. There. Many of us are what I call Dorati. You just... Are you here with me this evening? Ephraim's biggest problem was complacency. He just there. Just there. What are we going to eat today? Is there anything to eat? Nothing to eat. Let me go and sleep. When I wake up, I will think of what to eat. You know, I was standing somewhere one day with a group of friends. And some guys were also just in front of us. And some girls walked by us and say, let's scatter their head. And then they changed their steps and started shaking. And holy anger sprang out from my innermost being. I said, so this is all you have to offer? I said, you can only scatter the head of fools. This one won't move a wise man. Are you following what I'm saying here, sir? Listen to me. Are you following what I'm saying here? That's why, listen to me, sir. That's why you think that because you're pretty, you have a pretty face is enough. And ugly ones are getting married. You are still there. You are frustrated now with your pretty face. Because you are Ephraim. You know what shocked me? The Bible said he didn't know that his time is going. Gray hair is gradually springing up everywhere, and he's still doing boyoyo. He's still doing here. Guy, have a chop knuckle. You are still chopping knuckle. You think, listen to me, sir. Just as the clock ticks every day, your time is what is going. Unfortunately, time is in charge. It doesn't wait for anybody. It doesn't bow to anybody. It doesn't submit to anybody. Those at the top of those mountains, they don't have 48 hours. They don't even have 24 hours, 1 minute. It's the same 24 hours you have that they have. The problem is that they have been able to deal with complacency and they have made up their mind to hustle. Listen to me, sir. God won't help you until you hustle. You are not qualified for God's help until God sees you hustling. So if you believe in heaven, help those who help themselves. Help yourself first, so that you can attract the help of heaven. Are you following what I'm saying here, sir? Yes, sir. Talk to me. Yes, sir. They are just sitting there waiting for everything to come easy, and everything should come cheap, and then and everything should come. People should help me now. What are they talking about? These people should bring it. They should make. Listen to me, sir. There is no place in the Bible where the Bible said that everything will be easy for you. If there is, quote it. Let me see. I put you on a Bible challenge. Where God said you wake up in the morning and find tea and bread on the street, just baked, waiting for you, fresh. If manna has ceased many years ago, are you from here, sir? Manna is never going to fall again. Are you still here with me, sir? Because you are a child of God. Lord, if I'm your child, Lord, if I'm your child, shut up. That's emotional blackmail. And unfortunately, God is too big to be emotionally blackmailed. If you don't want to be his child, that's the door. Don't you know he has many children? You don't want to be his child? I was telling somebody that he said, is your son, go and look for your son. I said, have you ever seen where father goes to look for son? I said, read your Bible. Prodigal father's son didn't move until he saw him coming back. You want to go? That's the door. We number you prodigal son number 1, prodigal son number 2, prodigal son number 3, like I have. Oh, you don't know I have prodigal son number 1. I was still thinking of some of them when I sat down here now. I can only think about them. I won't go look for them. So stop. You see this? Stop it. Stop it. Because sometimes God will put you through some rough roads. Because he wants to create that in you. He wants to create something in you. He wants to create a hustling spirit in you. So he put you through some rough roads. And there's this African proverb that I love so much. He said that smooth sea don't make skillful sailors. Smooth sea don't make skillful sailors. It's rough sea that makes skillful sailors. How many of you have watched some movies where they are in the sea? And then you will see waves and turbulence and so much. And then you see them, you will see some survive. You see some boat crash. You want to be a skillful sailor in life. You want to know how to skate through the storms of life. Sir, you must be in a turbulent sea. And you must learn to enjoy it. You must learn to hustle. You must learn to run, to pull your rope. You must learn to do all you can. As long as it's not evil. Don't always wish that it's easier. Rather wish that you are better. Don't always wish for lesser problems. Wish for more skills. Go for more skills. Look at those plans you have written down now for how many years? I will, I shall, I will, I shall. No. And look, I must. Yes, that I must. But you never must. You never did. That's why you see, I used to ask, have you noticed, in those days I used to ask you what's your plan for the year? Do you notice that for the past 2 years I didn't answer? Because one day I carried all your plans out on my office, on my table. I put them down and read through. And I said, these people are deceiving me. So I carried the paper and told them one after the other. And I stopped asking. New Year resolution. Listen. Oga, become the new person, not the year. New year won't do anything until you become a brand new person. You can have 200 new years and remain the same. Ephraim didn't know that his days are going. He says strangers are devouring his strength. Let me explain that to you. Strangers are devouring his strength. Listen to me, sir. When you read that, you think maybe he's a womanizer. You say, no, that's not. Listen. You wake up in the morning. I'm tired. And then you remember that you have Pastor Fanny. And Pastor Fanny is working in a oil company on the island. That guy was my guy. Oh. Now my guy. I had to go see Pastor Fanny. And then you get there. Pastor Fanny is in an executive meeting. And then they keep you on guest seat. And give you biscuit and coke. And you're sitting there 1 hour. 2 hours. 1 bebo. 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. You will wait there from 9 or 11 till 4 p.m. And then Pastor Ifeanyi come and say, "Oh, are you still here? Oh my God. Oh, sorry." And then we are entering another meeting now. I'll talk to you later. Driver, let's go. That whole day has been wasted. I don't know if I'm talking to somebody here now. It's like I'm stepping on somebody's toes now. You have done it now for 3 years. Oh, guys, enough. Stop going. You meet your friends on the road. "Hey, guy, where are you going?" They say, "Oh, they go one hustle." Abi, man, follow now. Do you know? Oh, Jesus. You don't hustle that way. You don't live your life that way. The Bible says he's a silly dove. Do you know what a dove is? Why did the Holy Ghost have to come with that symbol? It's because of dove is one of the most peaceful but smart birds. It has decorum. Oh, you need to know what a dove is. Dove is so clean, so neat. I never saw one dirty dove one day. I became an expert in catching doves, but never saw one dirty dove one day. So the Lord said to you, "Be as wise as serpent and as harmless as a dove." There's a reason why God said be like it. But the Bible said, though Ephraim was a dove, but he was a silly one. Was stupid. He doesn't use his sense. Do you remember who Ephraim was? That the grandfather bequeathed on him the blessing of Jacob's lineage. You remember that story? Yeah, he became silly. Because there are so many of you now who think your background is your advantage. And my father, do you know my father? Do you know my father? My father was. That was then. Okay, what will your children call you? Are you following what I'm saying here, sir? You hang around guys who are so successful that every one of them drives slits of cars. You live in that environment and you didn't get sense. That's why Bible call him a silly dove. This is urban definition. He said that hustle is to have courage, confidence, self-belief, self-determination to go out there and work it out until you find the opportunity you want. Don't stop because you are not getting what you want yet. Keep working it out until you find the opportunity you have been looking for. I'm going to look at 4 keywords there and try to break it down, and then we'll close. Because listen to me, sir. Many of you, you've been calling that mountain, commanding that mountain. The Bible say you shall say. You've been commanding that mountain. Oh God, the mountain is not coming. Go to the mountain. Do you understand? Say yes, sir. Start climbing the mountain. Start climbing. Stop waiting. Climb. Do you not know that? Listen to me, sir. There's something Satan is doing to this generation that I don't like. And that's the fact that our guys are becoming more complacent. Waiting for a hard-working girl to marry them and feed them. Oh, guys, you're setting yourself up for a course. Let me tell you. I told Pastor Sandra one day, I said, I can set pure water to feed this family. As you see me so. Listen, and when I'm selling the pure water, you won't see me dressed like this. I will dress like a pure water seller. If you people doubt, we can do experiment in the month of July. It's my birthday month. But we can do experiment and say, let's do a miniature job. And bring back your proceed. And let's use it to buy land. And you will see what I will bring back. Because what you're doing now, you are not improving on what you're doing. As you did it yesterday, so you are doing it today, so you intend to do it tomorrow. Oh God, hustle is to have courage, confidence, self-belief, and self-determination to go out there and work until you find the opportunity you want. So first of all, I want to look at the word courage. Courage. What's courage? Courage is never the absence of fear. Courage is never the absence of disappointment. Courage is not the absence of denial. Courage is not even the absence of hindrances. Rather, it is your ability and the willingness and the readiness to face all of them and navigate through them. That's courage. To look at your fear and master it and navigate through it. Because when you see some powerful sailors, they see storm coming. And then they began to pull down. Some of them will begin to roll up the curtain that has been driving they roll up, they prepare themselves, and then everybody's ready, waiting for the storm to come. Because they want to navigate through the storm. Is not powerful enough to stop them from where they are going. But many of us have been washed to the seashore because one storm hit us. And you build you build your house by the seashore, forgetting that you have a journey you were making. Courage is the spiritual, the moral, the mental strength and tenacity to face danger and resist opposition and resist disappointments. That's, are you feeling I'm saying? Resist discouragement. That's courage. Listen to me, sir. That's courage. You must do this because in your discouragement is your disadvantage. You can't be discouraged and be at advantage at the same time. It's not possible. When you read Joshua chapter 1, I like the way God said to Joshua. He said, Joshua, Moses is dead. Have you read that scripture before? He said, after the death of Moses, the servant of the Lord, it came to pass that the Lord came to Joshua, the son of Nun, Moses' assistant, saying, this is how God started this. God came, and then the first sentence he made that, Moses, my servant, is dead. So make up your mind. If you think there is rod of Moses, all those wonders you used to see is gone. Moses, my servant, is dead. Now, this is your assignment. You are to take these people into the land and divide their inheritance to them. Are you here with me? My servant is dead. When you read down to verse 6, he said, be strong and of good courage. In verse 7, he said, only be strong and be very courageous. In verse 9, he said, have I not commanded you, be strong and of good courage, and be not afraid. Why have you not been able to face that situation? Why have you not started? You have been, I must, all the I must, and I will, and I shall. Why have you not started? Lack of courage. If I start now, they will. What if? What if they don't? What if they will? Have you ever thought about that one? Storms will come. Oppositions will come. People will walk out on you. People will leave you. But you see, Matthew 24:13 says, he that endures to the end is the one that wins. The same shall be saved. So be courageous. Pick up courage. Try it. You see, try is not a sin. Try. Number 2, confidence. Let me run because of our time. Confidence. This simply means being sure of yourself and your abilities. Not in an arrogant way, but in a realistic, sure way. Being sure of yourself and your abilities. And this is as a result of the fact that you have yielded yourself to trainings. You have been able to learn. You have been tested and been proven in that area. confidence. Because I see people have stupid confidence. Do you know who you are? And you are empty. Very empty. There are people who are empty, but they have stupid confidence. No, you shouldn't be that way, because stupid confidence won't take you far. Fake confidence won't take you far. It is the confidence of the fact that you know the abilities and you have trained yourself. Are you following what I'm saying here, sir? Confidence is not jumping into a conclusion about yourself because of how you feel or because you feel so. You understand what I'm saying? Emotion have led many into troubles. Are you following what I'm saying? I've settled cases for people who feel they should be respected because they are older. Who says chapter what, verse what? Did they say you should be respected because you're older? As long as you're not that person's father or mother, listen to me, or you are not, you can't give birth to him, or God, stop. Or God, stop. I was telling some people the other day, I say, you know why you serve God? Creation commands you to serve him. If God didn't create all these things he created, you won't be serving him. You have not been able to do anything out. You are saying we should respect. It's just like somebody who jump into the swimming pool or river because he feels he can swim. I want you to imagine that. You just see, maybe you came to my village now and look at your hair river in my village and you jump in because you feel that it's shallow, you can swim. You feel you can, not that you are trained to swim, not that you know how to swim. You just feel you can swim. Fish, younger brother. Jump in and see what will happen to you. Or you see somebody drowning and then you feel you can save the person. And then you jump into the pool. Are you following what I'm saying, sir? The both of you will meet your creator that day. Are you following what I'm saying, sir? Your feelings will never fill the gap of your inadequacies. Your feeling will never fill that gap. Go learn. Are you here with me? Confidence is born out of self-development. Quality self-development and judgment. Quality self-development and judgment. Confidence that has basis is confidence. Confidence that have no basis, sir, is stupidity on two legs. There should be a base for your confidence. There should be a reason why you have that confidence. There should be something that has happened to you and in you that is giving you that confidence. Am I talking to somebody here, sir? Confidence rely on basics. I remember when one of us was in the university studying the course I studied. And then one day she came and said, I don't understand this. I said, this is the simplest course in mass communication. I said, listen, sit down. I said, this is all that the lecturer wants you to know. This is this, and this is this. He said, sir, I said, that's all that costs. She went and wrote it, and I don't think he had it A or B. I said, you even disappointed me for not having it. I expected to have it 90. I said, because I did. Now, when she came to me and was crying and I said, it's simple. Why was I saying it's simple? Because I have the knowledge. That's the basis of my confidence. What's the basis of your confidence? Okay, because you wear fake Versace. And then you are Imakwandai, you know who we are. You are nothing. Am I communicating to somebody here, sir? What's the basics? Because you must acquire those basics. Because those are the things that enables you to talk, act, and face your hustle confidently. Facing your hustle confidently. I will never forget. You remember in those days when we were in Living Word, that That generator house, that big generator. One went to read mechanical engineering. The other one learned on the street. So the one that read will carry book with his glasses. I said, you guys are just coming. You're just coming. You didn't come early. One day the boy said, Oga, she been a shout, you they shout, do am. And they all carried their bag and walked away. He was frustrated because he had no practical experience. You know why those guys walked out with confidence? They know he can't do it. What are the basis of your confidence? Because they talk. Oga, hustle won't pay without empty talk. Talk to me, are you still here? And when you've been able to acquire those basics, the Bible said in Hebrews chapter 10 verse 35, it said, cast not therefore away your confidence, because he has great recompense of reward. Even if he has not yielded now, keep doing it. He's going to reward. He has great recompense of reward. Cast it not away. Are you following what I'm saying? Don't stop talking. Don't stop pitying yourself. Don't become sheepish. Don't become... I don't know the right English word to use anymore. Don't become sheepish because you have been trying and it has not been yielding result. Keep your shoulder high because you know that you know that you know. Are you following what I'm saying here, sir? Are you following what I'm saying here? Because listen, you're going to meet people, you're going to meet circumstances that want to strip you of your confidence. They want to talk you down. Hold on to it, because it is part of your makeups that will give you edge outside there. Are you following what I'm saying here, sir? Number 3, self-belief. This is the ability to recognize what you are good at, while emphasizing on what you know you are able to do or accomplish. Hello? You know, the other one deals with your ability, but this one, you know, I'm good at this and I can do this. I know I can do this because I have done this in the past. Are you following what I'm saying, sir? In 1 Samuel chapter 17, if you read from verse 33, Saul said to him, he said, David, you are a small boy. This guy you are about to face has been a fighter from his youth. David said, sir, when I was taking care of my father's sheep, a lion came. I took care of it. A bear came. I took care of it. I brought out the sheep from his mouth. He said, this one will be like one of them. Because I've been able to achieve this and achieve this and achieve it, I know my strength and abilities. And based on that, I know I can do this. That's self-belief. What have you been able to do before? It grieves my heart when I see graduates carrying, you have carried your certificate now for 2 years. And you say you are a graduate. And I say, no job. Okay, create one. Create one. Let me say this to you. Do you know how much content creators make in this country? And yet, you have the mind of Christ. I have the mind of Christ. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Okay, do one. We don't want you to do all things. Do one. Oh, are you angry with me today? Oh God, don't do all things. Don't do one. Do one first. Oh, too much. I have the mind of Christ. I'm the head and not the tail. I'm a champion. I'm an ogre. And then when you want to even create that content, you go and look for Sabalo own and do ogre. Think and create your own. Think and create your own. Be confident enough to do it. Do more. Do more. Do more. Let me tell you the secret of those guys. It's not that all their skits are wonderful, but you see, they can produce 20 skits in one day. Push them out. If you miss this one, you jump into this one. You miss the other one, you must see one before the day is out. David said, listen, I can handle this guy. Based on past antecedents, like, I can deal with this guy. Is this stronger than it? If a lion come here and this guy will run, but I face a lion. I face a bear. Listen to me, sir. If you've been able to face those lecturers, if you've been able to face one, two, you can face it. Have self-belief that you can do it. David's self-belief was based on the fact that I have dealt with this thing before. I can take down this guy. Lack of self-belief has cost many of us our hustle. Many of us. When you read and the Bible said that David removed Saul's armor. Because many of us, you are too quick to borrow somebody else's idea. Take somebody else's idea. Many have spoiled their hustle because they met somebody who convinced them against what they know. You know what Eliab said? He said, I know you, you are a proud guy. I know why you're here. You have come to show your nothingness. Oh, God didn't come to show my nothingness. I saw opportunity. I want to take it. You are on your own. Please be talking there. He walked away on him. Abomi country. David committed Abomi. He walked. How can you be walking away on your eldest brother? But there's an opportunity, Oga. All of us can remain between 10 in the house. When they knock at the door, all of us are rushing to answer the door. Yes, who is that? David didn't listen because he knows what he can do. He believed in himself. He believed in himself. Do you know many people have sacrificed their success in exam to other people's opinion? Then when I come out, they say, and I knew it, oh. I read it last week. I knew it, oh. And I read it some time ago. You mean that man was and I wanted to approach him, oh. Hey, why didn't I approach him? Hey, something told me to talk to him, oh. Hey. Because you lack self-belief. You didn't believe in yourself enough to take that step. Do you remember that David had never been a soldier until he confronted Goliath? There's never a right time for the right opportunity. So stop waiting. Take advantage of everyone around you. Take advantage of every opportunity around you. Don't do wrong things, but take advantage of every opportunity you see. As they present themselves, take advantage of it. David never fought any war before confronting Goliath. You can gather experience on that job. While you are doing the job, you learn. Yes. Hang around those who are already trained in that area. You will know it. Number 4, and I close. Self-determination. This simply means self-resolute. It is your ability to motivate yourself. It is your ability to push yourself. Don't wait for anybody to push you, sir. Others are pushing themselves. Don't wait for anybody. Self-motivation is one of the major factors that differentiate between the living things and non-living things. Yes. Non-living thing, where you live another day. But living thing, even a baby. When you leave a baby on the bed, before you come, some baby has rolled. Because it's a living thing. One of the ways to know that something is wrong with a baby is that when the baby ought to be rolling, it's not rolling. Or a crawling baby. A toddler is trouble. When you now see women that have triplets, as he's bringing this one out of the other one is going to that place and he's bringing it, and he's what is this? Yes, because they are living things. Self-motivation is one. Many Christians have turned themselves to wheelbarrows. Many young people. Somebody must push them. And you know where you push wheelbarrow to, that's where you wheelbarrow believers, wheelbarrow guys and girls. Anywhere you push them to, that's where they stop. Oh God, don't be so. Don't be that kind of a person. If your hustle is going to pay, you must have these 4 things: courage, confidence, self-belief, self-determination. You must have them. Listen, friends. If you are a wheelbarrow guy or a wheelbarrow lady, you have already chosen your acquaintances and your destination. Anytime you see wheelbarrow in Banana Island, there's a building, a construction going on. after the construction. Boys, wheelbarrow is not by Bariga. Huh? Wheelbarrow is what? I just go to Bariga market, there you will still see people pushing barrow. Okay, you won't carry them. So, if you are a wheelbarrow person, you already chose your acquaintances and your destination. Let me tell you, you already choose where you're going to live, who and who is going to be your friend. Are you following what I'm saying? Yes. So, if you want your sphere of friends to change, push yourself. Motivate yourself. Are you following what I'm saying, sir? Talk to me. Are you following what I'm saying here? You must learn it. Every morning you wake up in the morning, push yourself to the right direction. Stop covering up with loud prayer. Use your prayer is wonderful, sir. Very, very wonderful. But listen, prayer enough alone is not enough. Do you remember what James said in James 2:26? He said, faith without works is what? And Zig Ziglar said something I will never forget. He said, there is no elevator to success. You must learn to use the stairs. There's no what? Elevation to success. You must learn to use what? You climb one day, one step at a time. You keep climbing. You keep climbing. You keep climbing. It keeps your brain sharp and keeps you healthy. No elevator. Learn the principles of discipline and perseverance. I will close with this story. The story of Josie Feliciano. Some of us would have heard this story before. Josie Feliciano was born in Puerto Rico. He was born blind. In a time when people were told, when blind people were told that they are not able to do any other thing but to get a silver cup and beg for money. But Josie refused to accept that idea because he had a big dream. He had a big dream. Beloved, listen to me, sir. Your dream should be worth more than your sleep. So Josie refused because Josie had a dream. Josie had a big dream. One day, Josie stumbled and found an old guitar and then taught himself how to play. He practiced night and day and day and night. Sometimes he practiced to the stage where his fingers bled. Today, Josie Feliciano is one of the greatest musicians of our time. He wrote one of the best songs you sing every Christmas season, Feliz Navidad. And he's a wealthy man. Listen to me. Don't be a silly dove. Don't be like Ephraim. Don't be that cake that is not turned. Push yourself. Shake yourself. Toss yourself if possible. But make sure that there is a movement.